Hello dear Virgos, and welcome to your April 2021 horoscope. Now this is the last month before busy May, when we start the eclipses season and also Mercury goes retrograde. So here in April we've got quite a bit of fire energy to start with. So let's break this month down for you and see what it brings on a more personal level. And we start from planet Mercury. So Mercury, the planet that rules communication, mind, curiosity, is changing signs from Pisces into Aries on the 3rd of the month. And for you, this is the 8th house. And the 8th house is connected to the very deep and profound thinking, but also transformation, that's sex, intimacy, joint resources. So here with Mercury, it will be much easier for you to discuss matters concerning your intimate life, but also matters concerning any debts or taxes you might have to deal with. This is also a good time for doing some deep research study, case studies, or generally researching information, and you are likely to be stimulated to find out more about the topics that are of your interest. There could be also some internal transformation going on, maybe lots of deep thoughts about your past, about the events in your life that transformed you in some way. Now also the Sun and Venus will be present here as well, so it's a very good time for your intimate life as well. And if there are any issues that you want to discuss with your partner concerning your intimate life, sex life, now is the time to do it, because you find it much easier to talk about these matters now with Mercury here. But also there could be lots of action concerning your investments. If you have any investments, it's a great time for anything concerning financial stability, but also any joint resources or finances that you may have. And on the 11th of the month, we've got a new moon in Aries happening in your 8th house as well. So a new moon is about new beginnings, a fresh start. So here with this new moon in the 8th house, you could be going through a process of rebirth of some kind. You could be letting go of some negative behavioral patterns or some thoughts or beliefs. Also some experiences that maybe have been on your mind recently. Perhaps with this new moon, you are ready to heal and let go of them so that you can move on to a brighter future in a way. Now, this new moon could also be connected to your sex life. Maybe some new intimate relationship could start around this time. Perhaps your existing relationship could move into the next level. This could also be a time of some new investments. Or perhaps you could come up with a new plan on how you can improve your financial situation if you have any loans or debts, and perhaps repay them in a more consistent way. Now, on the 14th of the month, we've got Venus moving into Taurus, and this is into your 9th house. And the 9th house is about anything that is foreign, so foreign people, foreign travel, but also life direction, life philosophy, and higher education. Now, Venus is a planet of love, relationships, harmony, balance. So you might seek more balance and harmony in your relationships with people who come from different countries or cultures to yours. There could also be a greater desire to plan a faraway trip, faraway travel. You could become interested in learning a foreign language as well, especially since Mercury, the planet of learning, teaching, communication, is coming into Aries as well on the 20th of the month. And Mercury is a fantastic energy. The energy that comes with Mercury is great for learning something new. And here the 9th house, this is a time when you want to expand your knowledge, expand your horizons. With Mercury in the 9th house, you are not likely to enjoy the mundane conversations, so conversations about the mundane topics. You want something more philosophical, something that can expand your mind, expand your knowledge. Now, also with Mercury here, there could be lots of communication, conversations going on with people who come from international backgrounds. Now, Venus could bring a new love relationship into your life as well, with someone who comes from a faraway country, faraway land, speaks a foreign language. You make a really good impression on others as well during this time, especially during international activities. Also, this is a time when you want to discuss your life direction. So you could be dealing with matters concerning your life direction. And when the sun comes here, then you are likely to be more spontaneous, more adventurous. And there could be lots of activity going on here concerning your life direction again, your higher education. It's a great time for publishing if you are involved in anything connected to writing. If you are involved in any business, international business affairs. Now with all these planets, so the Sun, Venus, and also Mercury. And obviously, we've got Uranus here as well, transiting this house. But with the personal energies that are moving at a faster pace, this is a time that it's a great time for using these weeks for doing something that expands your knowledge, expands your horizons, helps you to move forward with your life, and helps you to better deal with your life direction, with your life mission, your life path. You might be interested in learning more about your life mission. And what is it that you are here to do and accomplish on this plane of existence? So some really deep, really wide topics that could be going on through your mind during this time. Now on the 23rd, we've got Mars moving into Cancer. And for you, this is the 11th house of friendships, groups you belong to, but also hopes and wishes. So here Mars, the dynamic energy of Mars will stimulate you to set yourself some goals and objectives for the future to work towards. And also this is a great time for joining any groups to meet like-minded people. There could be lots of activity going on with your friendships, in your friendship circles. Perhaps some new friendships as well could be established at this time. And this is also a great time for joining any groups to meet like-minded people. Now this house also connected to networking, so it's a great time for doing some business networking, especially with so many planets in your 9th house of life direction. This is a great time for expanding your friendships and your connections, so that perhaps you can easier deal with your life direction or with your goals, objectives, and move forward into a brighter future. All right, and finally, we've got the last main event of this month is a full moon in Scorpio happening in your 3rd house. And the 3rd house is the house that is connected to communication, but also short trips, siblings, community, language, and letters. But now this full moon is actually very much connected to the new moon in Scorpio that we had back in November 2020. And if some of you established something new around that time, if you planted some seeds, now during this full moon in Scorpio on the 26th of the month, you could see some results of those new beginnings that you started around that time. However, alternatively, a new moon is a time of forgiveness, of letting go of negative energies, behavioral patterns. So you could literally be decluttering your environment, your home environment. But also there could be more activity going on with your neighbors, siblings, but also people from your immediate surroundings. So the moon, your emotions, feelings will be stimulated, and also you could be emotionally involved in your community life at this time. And perhaps there could be some urge and desire to do or plan a short trip in the near future as well. This could also be a time when you receive some important news or letters as well. And with this in mind, I would like to thank you very much for your attention. I wish you a good month. I hope it's a positive month for you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.